So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from ZW Games and I'm bringing to you guys what I feel like, at least to me, this is the most consistent DDD deck I have ever made. So, the premise behind this deck is that this deck focuses on the 2-card Omni-Negate combo that you're seeing around being played by multiple decks, just to give that deck the boost that it needs to just at least have some form of a control aspect element. Maybe the deck in general, for example, like Eldritch is a very empty deck. That's the phrase that I put it, where the main core is so small and so tight that you can have enough space to fit in another engine or two. So a deck like that, they're using this 1-card Jet Synchron or Despot 3 combo, which ends on a Savage and a Herald of Arclight. And DD can do it with 2 1-card combos. Wherever you open up with Kepler or Gate, you can end on that Omni-Negate combo, but it replenishes a card in the midst of the combo, as well as it can also be performed with a 2-card combo, whether you open it with Lamia and any DD or contract in your hand. There will be a combo video, whether it's already out on the channel or not, explaining these combos that DD can perform, and I've turned the deck to that and focused it around that while still sticking to the DDD theme, which I'll explain as I get through the deck profile. Whereas I just didn't want to make it so that, oh, it's got the engine piece to this combo and that's it, because then to me it's not a DD deck at heart. I still wanted to keep the DDD deck at heart, whereas it can still perform this 1-card combo, but it still has everything else where it can still perform like triple negate combos that it used to do. It can still push for mass damage that it used to. It's great. This is probably the most consistent DDD deck I've made. It's the one I'm currently playing. It's the one I'm currently enjoying. And I just love that finally I can go to people like Donald, who I used to always jokingly complain to him, like, oh, your Madolce deck's got 1-card combos, and I got like 3-card, 4-card combos. 2-card at like bare minimum, and now I've actually gone to him like, hey, guess who's now got 1-card combos. It's great. So before I get through to this, if you enjoy this, give us a like, give us a subscribe down below. Things like that you do, smaller things that you do like that, I'll greatly appreciate it, and we really thoroughly thank you for doing that. So with all that said and done, let's get into this this deck profile. This deck profile I've been eagerly waiting to give to you guys. I just recently got the last pieces today in the post of recording this video. So let's start off with, I'm going to start off differently than what I normally do. Usually I go through like the pendulums, and I go through like the non-pendulums and things like that. I'm going to go through the main combo pieces first, and then go through the rest. So your main combo pieces is obviously the Kepler, and for your 3 copies of Kepler and your 3 copies of Lamia. Kepler is your 1-card combo card, and Lamia is your main combo piece. But if you open with it, as long as you open it again, as I said, with another DD or Dark Contract, you can do the whole combo with 2 cards. So DD, Lamia, and a discard. So you could, some people call that like a 1.5 combo. Those are the main monster pieces that you need. The rest is up to you. You can see how free this DD deck is. It's the most free DD deck I've ever made as well. So I've still stuck with the 3 Swirl Slime, your 3 Necro Slime. These are probably like the best things to discard off the Lamia if you have to do it the combo that way, just because they give you 3 resources in grave essentially. You want your slimes in graveyard, Swirl Slime being able to banish yourself and summon any DD from your hand, Necro Slime being your free quote unquote fusion play in grave. And then the only other DD I'm playing is the Ragnarok. You may think this is a bit weird, where's the Copernicus, where's everything like that. You don't need them in this deck. In a standard DDD deck that isn't focusing on the double Omni combo, yes, you would play your Copernicus, you play your Vice Typhons and things like that, your Ghosts and your Chaos Apocalypse. That's probably the only thing that I am a bit sad about, which we'll get to in the extra deck. You would play these things because they're all part of the multi-negate combos, your 2 negate, 3 pop combos, things like that. You'd play these kind of things. In this build, where the end board seems a bit less, but the overall play is more consistent, you don't need these extra pieces. I've kept these pieces in here, being 3 discard outers for Lamia in general for the combos, but also so that you can play the triple negate boards, the 3 disruption boards that you can play. If I open up with a hand of like Swirl, Slime, Lamia, Ragnarok and Gate, or Necro Slime, I would probably then try and perform the multi-negate combo if I wanted to, or I can start with the double negate combo, the Omni combo, and if that gets disrupted, I have all these other resources in hand, which then I can then turn that, if I have enough, to the multi combo, the multi negate combos. You can see how flexible this deck is now, and I love how flexible this deck is. To random monsters, I am playing 3 1-ofs. 2 of them obviously like pretty much standard for the Omni combo, your Mecha Phantom Beast or Lion and the Despot 001. Despot 001 recently got reprinted in the latest Mucking Structure deck, so those are easily to pick up. And the Mecha Phantom Beast or Lion is a pricey rare at the moment, being about £5 at the moment, but it will be reprinted in the next Battles of Legend. And the last monster I am playing may seem a bit weird, but I think it's a tech that not anyone else is playing, which I do think they are missing out on it. And that is 1 copy of Cerebrus. You will understand why I'm taking in the Cerebrus later on. Unless you understand already, then props to you. I'm taking the 1 Cerebrus as an additional negation, which then kind of in a way turns the double Omni combo into a 3 negate combo, which you'll see later on. So that's it for the monsters. If you want to play hand traps, you can play hand traps, but the rest of the deck is for more consistency and more disruptions. The next 1 card combo is obviously Gate. If you open up with Gate, you've got the whole Omni combo there. It's just absolutely insane. The next rest is like all consistency. So 3 copies of Lure of Darkness helps you get to your combo. 3 where After Thou helps you turn your Lamia into a essential 2 card combo. 1 for 1 card, 1.5 card combo. This helps you get into Kepler as long as you have a 3 monster discard. 2 Poet Desires. Your main 1 card combos are all in 1-ofs. The only all 3-ofs. The only downside to playing Desires is that you will probably at times banish your Mechan Phantom Beasts and your Despot 001, which then you just have to rely on the rest of your deck to just play as standard DD, so you're not missing out too much. Your old DD combos used to always just contain of Lamia, Ragnarok, Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, and at times Kepler for consistency. If your deck still has those pieces, you can still play standard old traditional DDD, MR3 DDD, which is now technically MR5 as well. So you can see how versatile this deck is. I absolutely love it. 1 copy of Foolish Burial. You don't have to play Foolish Burial in the deck. I'm still playing the Foolish Burial there just for those slime discards. This can essentially be anything that you want. You don't want your combo to be ashed. Ash at the beginning hurts very much a lot. Essentially stops the whole combo, so being able to have Call by the Grave to negate that ash is very, very important. And the rest is 6 trap cards. I've never had 6 trap cards in DDD, and other than when the first initial wave of support ever came out. Absolutely insane. 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence. Just an all-around generic good trap card. Play this against other Omni combos or other decks. It can hurt them if you hit them correctly. This and the next card we spoke about in our latest most recent podcast, episode 4 on the day of recording this video, and that is 3 copies of Gravity Collapse. I really like this track card at the moment. I think this is a very underrated track card, though Konami may be looking at it considering it is going to be printed in the next OTS pack. Very powerful trap card if you are a synchro go first synchro deck. Being able to, so if you don't know what this card does, is that because it is an old card, this is Star Strike Blast. You activate by sending one face-up synchro you control to the graveyard when your opponent summons a monster. Negate the summon and destroy that card. Your opponent cannot summon a monster until the end of this turn. Absolutely powerful trap card. Your Omni negate combo is 2 synchros, so being able to use those 2 synchros and negate 2 cards, then flip this on them when they start summoning their monsters, negate the summon by releasing your synchro, and then they're essentially locked out the turn, and then on your next turn you can start building up your board again and then just go in for the kill. Really powerful trap card, really like this card, really underrated, and if your deck has the space for it and you have these cards, try it out. Really good card. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. Standard for the fusion lineups is 2 Genghis and 1 High Genghis. Again, just wanted to keep to some of the DDD theme. In fact, I'm going to put them to the side. So I'm going to put over here everything else, and I'm going to put over here everything you need for the main combo. For the synchros, Formula Sync 1, need it for the combo. Held Up Arclight, need it for the combo. Gust King Alexander, you don't, but it's standard DD. Siegfried, you don't, standard DD. Savage Dragon, need it for the combo as part of your end board. Crystal Ring Synchro Dragon, you don't need it for the combo. For the XCs, 1 copy of Kali Yuga, sorry for the bump. You don't need it for the combo. Then you have Mecha Phantom Beast Lion for the combo. Barricade Ball Blocker for the combo. Christian High Fibrex, you need it for the combo, but you play it naturally in DD. Then you have Link Cross and Link Rebo, all for the combo. You can see how empty this extra deck is, how versatile this extra deck is. All of this is for the combo. 1, 2, 3 of these you're already playing in DDD. So you just had to add in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for the combo to work. Everything else is completely up to you. I just put the base minimum of what I know I'll be summoning in practically every DDD deck I make. Kali Yuga is probably the best rank 8 that the DD deck can do. It's probably one of the best rank 8s in the entire game. Crystal Ring Synchro Dragon, you can make it in your combos. Siegfried, Gust King Alexander, you need at least 1 Genghis. I may take one of the Genghis out for a D-Arc, just because D-Arc is a bit more flexible at times, just because it's just a quote-unquote generic level 7 fusion that you can make in the deck. High Genghis part of combos as well. So like all of this, I had 7 slots free to essentially put in anything you want. Absolutely crazy. Love this extra deck, love this deck, love this build. And that's it for the build. If you enjoyed this, leave your comments down below what you think. Do you think this is a way that DDD can go? I personally think yes. This is just the most, again, I keep repeating myself, it's the most flexible build I've ever seen. It's the most flexible build I've ever built. It's the most flexible build I've ever tested. Every like 9 out of 10 hands I have the combo in there. The other like times that aren't just already in the 5 cards that I draw, get into those extra hand, those combo pieces. Is absolutely crazy. I can have a hand of like Allure, just a random DD, and a few other like spells and traps. I play that Allure, I draw into the Gate or Kepler, cool, done. You have so much consistency in this deck, so many ways to play and build it. Like, if you are a DD fan, give this a try. Just give this a try. Don't pick up the cards straight away if you're just trying it out. Like, put some face down proxies, or just proxy the cards you haven't got. Give it a go. Give it some playtest hands, and you'll see how consistent this deck is now. This is absolutely absurd. So part of me doesn't want things like Link Cross or the Line like to get banned, the Mecha Link to get banned, just because I really like this. I think this is a good good thing for the game. It just gives so many decks that already play these kind of like cards the oomph that they need to combat in this meta at the moment. This Adamantipator Eldritch meta that we've got at the moment. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, again, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and tell me what you think of this, what you're playing at the moment, and again, what do you think of this kind of build. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, as always, happy dueling.